Alright guys, here we go. We're gonna try out this game. Been trying for a little while to get it to work and finally figured it out. So figured we'd try it out. Ask questions, must answer them honestly and truthfully, even if it's a hard fact to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Would you rather live a lie just to hide yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so you can predict your future. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. For some reason I don't believe that. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. It's a human brain at work unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We are about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you are a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Alright, here we go, guys. Hopefully. Would you be alright with living alone forever? Say no. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? Yes. You found money on the street and knew who it belonged to. Would you give it back to them? Yes. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Yes. Are you afraid of spiders? No. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? Let's say yes on that one. Would you consider yourself to be fat? No. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? Yes. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? No. This is all very interesting. Did you realize that the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spelled the name Satan? No. That'll make you uncomfortable? No. Hidden puzzles or clues? I'm gonna say no. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Yes. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yes. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? Yes. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? Yes. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be captivated? Yes. Very interesting. Do you consider yourself to be brave? Yes. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? Yes. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? No. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? No, not really. Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? Yes. That seems like forever already. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Yes. Do most humans annoy you? No. Alright, let's see. Do you prefer animals to people? No. Do you believe in magic? I'd say no. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? Yes. Do you fear death? That's a good question there. I'd say no. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? No. Did you answer that last question 100% honestly? Yes. Are you alone? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. I told you with the utmost certainty that there's something watching you. Would you believe me? No. Have you wondered who I am? No. Have you had shivers at any point during the session? No. Do you feel like you're being watched? No. Have you considered quitting this session early? No. Do you drink water every day? No. Do you eat at least once per day every day? Yes. Let's see. Do you realize that you've missed 7 hidden messages so far? No. Do you realize that you missed just another one? No. Are you wondering what they are? Yes. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? No. Is your favorite number 7? No. Life is short, but it's the longest thing you'll ever do. Do you agree? Yes. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? Yes. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? Yes. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? Yes. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? Yes. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? No. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Do you agree? Yes. Did you realize the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase, I love you? No. Do you wish to be loved? Yes. Do you have any addictions? No. Do you dislike the color of pink? Yes. Does color gray seem depressing? Yes. Do you enjoy loud music? Yes. Do you like to dance? No. Would you consider yourself normal? Yes. Do you love your parents? Yes. Have you ever been lied to? Yes. Do you get angry often? No. Do you hold grudges? That's a good question. Yes. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yes. Have you ever lied? Well, everybody's lied, so yeah. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? No. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? No. Do you believe you have psychic powers? No. Have you ever seen a ghost? No. Do you dream often? Yes. Do you have nightmares often? Yes. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? Yes. Do you suffer from depression? Yes. Do you exercise often and stay active? No. Do you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Yes. Have you ever felt betrayed? Yes. Do you ever feel lost in life? No. Do you consider yourself a natural leader? Yes. If you could push a button to destroy the world, would you press it? No. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? No. Have you ever been bullied? No. Have you ever bullied someone else? No. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? No. No. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? I'd probably say yes. I mean, who doesn't? Do you find space fascinating? No. I didn't think about it. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? No. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Yes. Everyone's flawed. Pouring a drink while we're doing this, guys. Let me see here. Do you believe in perfection? No. Because no one's perfect. Have you ever stolen from someone? No. Have you ever killed someone under any circumstances? No. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? Yes, I would tell my parents. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? I don't have any darkest secrets, so I'd say no. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? No. Do you know who I am? No. If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? No. I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? No. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Yeah, probably. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? Yeah. Have you ever been in a physical fight? No. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? No. Do you look at the ground when you walk? No. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yes. Have you ever shaved your head? Yes. Military. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? No. you ever dance when no one is looking? No. Do you ever trust your best friend entirely? Yes. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? Yes. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? No. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? I don't dream about that. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? No. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? No. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Yes. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Yes. Do you like being the center of attention? No. Do you feel like something is always watching you? No. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? No. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? No. Have you ever punched a nun? Definitely not. Do you like dogs better than cats? Yes. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? No. Are you still wondering why I asked you if you ever punched a nun? Yes. Do you get starstruck easily? No. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Yes. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? No. Seriously, love, have you ever punched a nun? Like really, just bam, right in the face, nun punch? No. Did you laugh? No. Do you say what the fuck in your head or even out loud? Yes. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? No. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? No. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? No. Do you masturbate frequently? No. Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? No. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? No. Is your mouth dry? No. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? No. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot? No. Are you poor with money management? No. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? Hell no. Do you speak more than one language fluently? No. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Yes. Do you enjoy coffee? No. Do you believe in demons? No. Do you believe in angels? Yes. Are you afraid of sharks? No. Do you prefer baths over showers? No. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? No. Did you see that shadow move in your room a few minutes ago? No. you ever hear your name being called even when you know someone or no one is calling it? No. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? No. You ever hear footsteps around when you're alone? No. Damn, this game's long as fuck. It's kind of pointless. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? No. You often look at the same time on the clock every day? No. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night? No. You have any pets? Yes. Is your favorite color green? No. Are you attracted to a family member? No. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Yes. You'd be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? No. Do you ever wonder what it'd be like to be in prison? No. Do you like fishing? Sometimes. Do you like hunting? Yes. Do you like camping? No. Do you like guns? Yes. Are you getting tired of answering questions? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? No. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? No. Do you always keep your promise? Yes. Did you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? No. Are you an only child? No. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? No. Do you like tattoos? Yes. Do you enjoy being high in any form? No. Do you believe you have a soul? Yes. Did you cry this week? No. Are you upset with someone right now? No. Someone you're not being completely honest with daily? No. Do you understand how this works? Yet. Yes. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about the time you spend answering them, the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? Yes. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on previous question you answered? Yes. If I were to tell you that this entire process is planned here for you, specifically to learn something about yourself and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? Yes. Are you afraid of being abandoned? No. Are you afraid of dying alone? No. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? Are you always on guard waiting to defend an attack? Do you feel like I know you yet? No. Have you heard any strange noises while answering questions? I think we have enough information about you, whether you skip questions, answer honestly, dishonestly, took loads of time to respond or answer quickly without reading or understanding properly. I've been able to tell. I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing very carefully. I'm judging you. based on what you told me, this is what I can conclude. People would do real well to start taking you a bit more seriously and listening to you a lot more often. Your intelligence is incredibly underrated, even by your own standards. If a zombie apocalypse were to ever occur, you'd be everyone's best friend. Because a relationship with you wouldn't be an option, it would simply be a necessity to survive. Yeah, so much to offer in this world around us, but you absolutely must make your talents and knowledge readily available. People are too afraid to ask you for your opinion oftentimes, even when they do, they're afraid of your truths. We're not like others. You're special. Not everyone is going to cut it in this life, and that's an unfortunate fact. But you, on the other hand, are going to thrive no matter what happens, even what it takes to get any project to the next level, whether it's working on your own or as a part of a team. You're underrated, underappreciated, and you're often misunderstood. It's not fair, but life isn't fair. And never will be. Life will always be what you make it, and you've got some insane amounts of potential. Ultimately, it's still up to you what you want to do with it. One thing I will say, however, is that you need to snap out of the false reality that you need to tend to live or to live in sometimes. The world you've managed to escape to in your head, while much better than the world around you, is not going to get you anywhere in life. Actions are what make things happen. Actions will take you to the next level, not just sitting in your head all day long. Let this be the swift kick in the ass you need to be productive and take things to the next level. Don't waste any more time, just kick ass. Your secret word is order. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Take a secret word that was assigned to you at the end of the session. Leave it in a comment for us. We'll be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in the future we're currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will make sense very soon. Trust me on that. And that's it. That's a terrible game, man. Alright. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna load the next game, which is a continuation. It's actually the test Hypothesis Rising. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back for the second edition. We're gonna try this one here and see what happens. First one is pretty lame. Go to the second test. So you'll stand to gain a lot more from the experience if you played the test first. And this examination will also make a bit more sense as it carries on from where the last examination left off. So we're continuing on from the last one. I would like to urge you to go on, or to go and play the first test now before venturing on. We already did that. Would you like to close this game now so you can have the opportunity to play the test? We've already played it. I've already played the first test. Alright, good deal. We can continue. Hello and welcome to my office. It's truly a pleasure to see you again today. By fate. Please excuse the mess. I haven't had a chance to clean up yet. I don't want to take up too much of your time with the blibber blabber and non-sensual, cynical speak, so I'll just get straight to the point.
Why is it off center?
Let me readjust this real quick, guys. It's kind of off center down here. For some reason, it didn't center right. Alright, should be just about right, guys. Alright, there we go. Alright, ready to roll. Alright, so now I don't want to take up too much of your time with blibber bladder, or blibber bladder, blabber, and non-essential speak, so I'll just get straight to the point. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves life's tough questions. There's one question in particular I'd like to ask yourself. Are you happy? And when I say happy, I don't mean content. Being content is great, but it's not the same as being happy. I want to help you. I want to inspire you to be the best that you can be. I want to inspire you to be the happiest version of yourself. I want to see you grow inside and out. Now, how do we accomplish this? You might be asking. Good question. Allow me to explain. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you are going to answer them with 100% entire honesty. And when I say 100% entire honesty, I mean 100% entire honesty. Think about it. You do want to be happy, don't you? You wouldn't want to do something so bold as to tempt fate by lying, would you? Just remember, if you lie, the only person you're lying to is yourself. The only person who will suffer from this is you. And believe me, you will suffer. Not to mention the fact that whether you tell the truth or not, I'll know. That's another story. Let's be moving on, shall we? We've wasted enough time explaining what we're going to be doing. Just remember, we all want to be good people. We all want to give the answers that we feel lend the most desirable human traits within ourselves. But sometimes good people do bad things. And sometimes we don't always have desirable traits as humans. I cannot express enough just how important it is to be truly honest while answering these questions, no matter how uncomfortable the truth may be. Now, it's time to get into the real meat of this experience. It's time for you to get the advice that you deserve. As you read questions and scenarios during the process, I want you to create your own circumstances and build your own bridges to arrive at the answer that best suits your own psyche. If you've never experienced a scenario being asked of you, then simply imagine that you have and try to assume how you might feel in that situation. I'd like to invite you to pour a glass of water, sit back, relax as we unfold your fate and the secret to overcoming the next hurdle in your life. We're going to start with some basic, easy questions. And here we go. If you answer these questions twice, your advice might change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about many different variables. Many different factors are at play here, including the amount of time taken to answer proposed questions. With that being said, it's far more important to actually take your time, think about how honest of an answer you're giving before you give it. Whatever you do not rush the process. This is your best friend here. You'll see what I mean soon enough. Do you feel uncomfortable right now? No. Are you nervous? No. Do you feel cold? No. Do you feel sad? No. Have you ever hurt someone because you were hurting even though they didn't deserve it? No. Do you crave acceptance by others? No. Have you ever lost a loved one? Yes. Do you know what heartbreak feels like? Yes. Do you believe in demons? No. Do you believe in curses? No. Do you consider yourself to be spiritual? Yes. Are you afraid of dying alone? No. If there is undeniable proof that a ghost was haunting you, do you continue to live in your home? Yes. Have you ever seen an object mysteriously move without being touched? No. Do you believe that it's possible for a game to summon supernatural forces into your life without you knowing it? No. Would you like to make more friends? Yeah, sure. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? Yes. Do you feel lonely? No. Do you make friends easily? Yes. Do you tend to avoid drama where possible? Yes. Have you ever had a near-death experience? No. Do you like horror movies? Yes. This is all very interesting. Have you played the test? Yes. That's the spirit. Have you played the horoscope? No. Give it a whack. I'm totally not biased or anything. Do you watch porn? No. Would you consider yourself to be a hardcore worker? No. Do you have a low opinion of yourself? No. Would you consider yourself to be a confident person? Yes. Would you help an old lady cross the street even if you were running late for an appointment? Yes. Would you kill all of your neighbors' pets just to save one of your own? No. Have you ever tried to smother yourself with a pillow to see if you could actually suffocate yourself? No. Have you ever been caught dancing when you thought no one was watching? No. Have you ever tried to roll your eyes back so far just to see if they'd really get stuck? No. Have you ever played a practical joke that you regret pulling on someone? Yes. Are you trying to stream live right now? Yes. Well, hello there, audience. What? Hey, old Sergio, how you doing tonight? Glad you could join to watch the video. Are you recording this gameplay session right now? Yes. I told you that I was watching you play this game right now. Would you believe me? No. If you left a comment for me at any point in time, I've read your words. Does this bother you? No. If If you've left a comment for me, does it matter, or does it make you feel positive that I've paid attention to what you've taken the time to write? Yes. Do you understand that no matter what I appreciate, or no matter what, I appreciate you? I really do. Are you afraid of snakes? No. Do you believe in magic? No. Have you cried in the last month? No. Do you have a hero? So yeah. Do you typically learn from your mistakes? Yes. Do you enjoy outdoor activities? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be lazy? No. Do you sometimes find it difficult to stay motivated? Yes. Do you put the needs of others before yourself? Yes. Would your family and friends describe you as kind? Yes. Have you ever cheated in a relationship? No. Consider yourself to be judgmental? No. I see. Are you a hero to someone else? Yes. Do you love animals? Yes. Have you ever found a family member on Tinder and wanted to hit them with a super light just to make shit real awkward? No. Yeah, me neither. Do you enjoy drinking alcohol? Yes. Are you intoxicated right now? No. Well, that makes one of us. Hiccup. Do you like the phrase sneaky snake? No. Are these questions a bit strange to you? Yes. Do you have a vivid imagination? Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable in a large social setting? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be antisocial? Yes. Do you hold a grudge for a long period of time? Yes. Have you ever urinated in public? Yes. Do you like pineapple on your pizza? No. Would you consider yourself to be selfish? No. Do you think you've got a big ego? No. Would you consider yourself kinky? No. Would you consider yourself to be religious? Would you consider yourself to be temperamental? Yes. If you had to kill someone to save your own self, but you knew they didn't deserve it, would you do it? No. Interesting. Would you sacrifice your own life for a complete stranger? Yes. Even more interesting. Have you ever been inside a burning building? Have you ever been to a funeral? Yes. If you could attend your own funeral before you died, would you take the opportunity to do so? Yes. If you could see into the future, but you were told that it would only reveal the absolute worst of what's in store for you, would you still look? No. If you had the power to stop time, would you use it to do something you know you shouldn't do? No. If you had the power to remove one person from Earth, never to return again, would you use it? No. If I told you that I understand you better than you understand yourself, would you believe me? No. If someone threatened to kill you, would your first response be to react in violence? If someone threatened to kill you, would your first response be to react in violence? Yes. If a stranger stole money from you to support their drug addiction, would you forgive them if they apologized to you? No. If a family member said something nasty about you behind your back, will you comfort them about it directly? No. If you had to eat raw squirrel brains for 3 days to stay alive, would you do it? Yes. If you woke up tomorrow and none of your family remembered who you were, would you choose to leave and start a new life? No. If a homeless man was clearly sick, freezing, and utterly miserable in the rain, would you be willing to give him your clothes and walk home naked? If someone accidentally hit you in their car, but you suffered no injuries whatsoever, would you still be upset with them? I'd say yes. Have you looked for any hidden meanings for messages within these questions? No. It's not. Maybe you should have been. Are you wondering if there's a deeper meaning to all this other than simply answering questions or answering question after question? No. Miracles happen every day. Do you agree? Yes. Umbrellas aren't worth lugging around and you don't mind getting rained on. Do you agree? Umbrellas aren't worth lugging around and you don't mind getting rained on. Do you agree? Yes. Red is a prettier color than pink. Do you agree? Yes. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag blowing in the wind? No. Eating in front of people can be awkward. Do you agree? Yes. Rings used as a ceremonial wedding gift are so outdated. Do you agree? Yes. Did you realize that the first letter of the last 6 questions, when combined, spells out the word murder? No. Do you know why that is? No. Does that make you feel, or does that make you slightly uncomfortable? No. Are you gonna start paying closer attention to what you what Max have got yourself into? Oh, are you going to start paying closer attention to what you must have gotten yourself into? Oh, I don't know, man. Shut the fuck up. Are you going to start? No. Do you realize it's too late to turn back now? Yes. Do you hear someone in your room? No. Do you see the shadows closing in? No. Do you feel like you're being watched? No. Did you look around your room a moment ago? Yes. Do you feel like long walks on the beach? No. Do you enjoy giving gifts to people? Yes. Have you ever felt like giving up on life? No. Do you love your family more than you love yourself? Yes. Do you have a best friend who's clearly better than the rest of your friends? Do you think there's some kind of conspiracy behind the coronavirus? Do you think there's some kind of conspiracy behind the coronavirus? Yes. Do you believe that you're human? Yes. If you could turn invisible, but you could never be visible ever again, once you decided to use your power for the first time, would you ever use it? No. If you knew someone was about to rob a convenience store, but you knew that they were doing it to feed their family, would you stop them? Yes. It's still fucking wrong. If you were stranded on a remote island with a stranger, and you were both starving to death, but you found a secret stash of food that they didn't know about, would you share with them? Yes. If you could turn into an eagle for 1 year, but you wouldn't be able to turn back into a person until that 1 year has passed, would you do it? I'd say no. If you had the opportunity to earn riches beyond your wildest dreams by fighting a grizzly bear to the death using nothing but a machete and an army helmet, would you do it? No. If you had to pick one basic food item to eat exclusively for an entire year, would you choose potatoes? No. If pizza screamed in agony every time you bit into a piece, would you continue to eat pizza? No. If your best friend got bit in the genitals by a highly venomous snake, and the only way to save their life was to suck the venom out of their genitals, would you do it to save them? Oh, fuck no. I ain't sucking nobody's balls. You feel awkward when You dance in front of others. Yes. Do you suffer from anxiety disorder? Yes. Do you ever feel depressed? Yes. You're not alone. Do you feel relaxed? Yes. Do you think you have a guardian angel watching over you? Yes. Do you ever hear your name being called when no one could have called it? No. I'm going to take special note of that. Do you always look both ways before crossing the road? Yes. Do you wash your hands every day? No. Do you feel uncomfortable using public bathrooms? No. Is winter your favorite season? I'd say yes. Even though there isn't one here in Texas. Do you know anyone named Josh? Yes. Are you wondering why that last question is relevant? Yes. Are you allergic to any animals? No. Have you ever thought about an animal in a sexual way? No. Have you ever been in love? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be artistic? No. Do you consider yourself to be dominant in day-to-day life? No. Do you feel that you've got too much time on your hands? Yes. Can you be easily intimidated by others? No. Are you easily excitable? No. Do you enjoy solving complex problems? No. Do you have a difficult time relaxing? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. Do you trust easily? Would you consider yourself to be an honest person? Yes. Have you ever told a lie? Yes. No. Have you lied to your family? Yes. Lied about any answers during this session? Are you wondering why all the questions have to do lying? Let's say yes. No. Do you enjoy being the center of attention? No. Do you feel like you got a good sense of humor? Yes. Do you frighten easily? No. Well, that was odd. I wonder what that was about. That's probably a pretty good place for us to stop the simple segment of our questionnaire and move on to the more gritty questions. This next set of questions will not be yes or no answers. The next portion of our session will be filled with various scenarios that put you smack dab in the middle of a vital choice making. We'll see how well you handle your options as you delve deep into each scenario. Remember that the key to all of this is to answer honestly. Let's get started. Alright guys, let's finish this off. Home alone, it's dark and it's storming outside. All of a sudden there's a knock on your bedroom door. Someone's in your house. What do you do? I would have to say this one probably. You meet a homeless woman on the street. She asks you for money. You find it within yourself to give her all the spare change you have. Just as you do, a homeless man approaches asking if you can spare some change. What do you do? Tell me you got no spare change left. Both your mother and father fall incredibly ill to a life-threatening disease, and there's only enough medicine and facilities to save one of your parents. Time is of the essence. What do you do? Give medical treatment to my mother or my father. Split the medicine between the two, even though both may die. I'd say the medical treatment for myself. Nah, I'd split it between both of them, of course. Alright. You find a case of money tucked away inside of a dumpster. Inside there's 10 solid gold bars and a vial of mysterious liquid. Under the vial, there's a note that says the cure for cancer. What do you do? I would do this one if I didn't have cancer. What a wasted opportunity. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't judge. Alright, you're stuck alone inside your house and you're starving to death. You've completely run out of food and no one's come to save you for weeks. The only potential source of food around you is your family pets. What do you do? Your neighbor's home is on fire, a blazing inferno among smoke emits from the windows. You hear screams for help coming from within, but you cannot see past the flames. No one else is around in sight. What do you do? Run into the home. Almost, man. Almost. You're fast asleep in your bed when you're awoken by what sounds like a woman's muffled cries from somewhere in your room. You quickly realize it's coming from under your bed. What do you do? I look under the bed. A man in a fancy suit approaches you while you're walking down a street. He pulls a watch from his pocket and hands it to you. He claims that when the watch stops ticking, it marks the moment your time runs out on this earth. What do you do? Alright, you're sitting at home playing a game on your PC when all of a sudden someone grips and squeezes your shoulder firmly from behind. What do you do? Sitting in the bathtub trying to relax when a hand emerges from the water. What do you do? Get out of the bed and immediately fall down into a deep, dark hole. A man is standing above you, looking down, telling you to put lotion on your skin while he watches. What do you do? A crazy ass question right here, man. What the hell? I have to go with this one. You're sitting at home alone, and all of a sudden, your door slams shut. You see it before your very eyes, and you know that no one is home. And it couldn't have been a gust of wind. What do you do? Mm, I'd say this one. Someone you know for many years but had no attraction to tell. Hold on, let me start this over. Someone you've known for many years but have no attraction to tells you that they've had a massive crush on you for a long time. What do you do? Let's try that one, I guess. Your dog starts barking randomly into the darkest corner of your living room. Doesn't appear to be anything there, but your dog insists on escalating to growls. What do you do? You see a massive spider in your room the size of your hand. What do you do? Your closest family member tells you that they're a serial killer. What do you do? If you only have one day left to live, what do you do? I give them all the ice cream they can handle. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too, Libra. All of a sudden, you could start hearing other people's thoughts, and the person next to you was thinking about mugging you and stealing your money. What would you do? I'd whoop their motherfucking ass. That's what I'd do. Oh, wait, that's not a choice. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going number one. Alright. Your best friend comes to you and tells you that they accidentally killed someone and they don't want to go to prison. What do you do? I'd try to convince them to turn themselves in. Alright. So this one says you're driving in your car and you accidentally run someone over. You're pretty sure that they're okay, but the fact that their head is clearly detached from their body suggests that it's probably wishful thinking. What do you do? Well, that damn sure ain't alright. Alright, so you just drove somebody over accidentally. What should you do afterwards when you find out that their head is clearly detached from their body? Call your best friend, tell them that you don't want to go to prison. Turn yourself into authorities, drive away and hope nobody saw what you did, or try to hide the body yourself. The last one's definitely a stupid choice. And the third one. I'd probably have to say the second choice. What do y'all think? Second choice, turn yourself into authorities? I think it's the second choice. Alright, I think it's time we move on to the next portion of our test. Holy shit, that was only the first part. Following questions that shall be asked of you are would you rather style questions. Yeah, I hear you on that one, Libra. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what the hell? It's like a lose-lose situation right there. Alright, imagine you got a gun to your head and you absolutely must choose an answer. Well, this should be interesting. No matter how uncomfortable that may be, let's get started, shall we? Would you rather be loved by all or feared by all? I would say loved by all. Would you rather never get angry or never get jealous? That's a good question. All right, Libra. I'm going to go with never get jealous. Would you rather be held in high regard by your parents or by your friends? I would say by friends. Would you rather live in space or live under the sea? That's a good question. I would say in space. Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people who need them? I would kind of think that's the same thing. But I would probably have to go to science. That way they can study it for future. I would have to say science because that way they can study it for the future rather than donate your organs just for one person. I don't know, that's a tough question there. Because science is for the future of everybody. Whereas the people who need them right now in order to stay alive. Man, it's a tough one right here. good question right here. Oh. Science, I think, would last longer, but if you had somebody that actually needs the organs, you would have an immediate impact. So I'm not really sure about this one. We'll go with science on this one, guys. I'm gonna go with science. Alright. Would you rather go to jail for 5 years for something you didn't do, or get away with something horrible you did, but always live in the fear of being caught? That's a good question, too. Let's see, you'd rather go to jail for 5 years for something you didn't do, or get away with something horrible, but you always live in the fear of being caught? Well, if you live in the fear of being caught, that means you could go to jail for even longer than 5 years. So I would have to go with the 5 years for something you didn't do, which really sucks because you didn't do it. But you have the chance of a lawyer proving your case saying that you didn't do it. This is a tough choice, man. I'm gonna go with live in the fear of getting caught. Would you rather work at a horrible job that you hate but retire comfortably in 10 years from now, or would you rather have your dream job but have to work until the day you die? That's gotta be the first one, retire in 10 years. Because who the hell would want to work more than they have to? Alright. Would you rather every shirt you'll ever wear to be somewhat itchy, or only be able to use one-ply toilet paper? What the fuck kind of question is that, dude? I mean, you can buy toilet paper whenever. I would have to go with toilet paper. Or only be able to use one-ply toilet paper. I would have to go with the one-ply toilet paper. Sorry guys, I don't know which one you'd pick, but that's the one I would pick. I'd rather, clean my ass with one-ply toilet paper and fold it over than live my life wearing an itchy shirt. So the next one says, would you rather have skin that changes colors depending on your mood, or have tattoos appear on your body that depict what you did yesterday? I go with the tattoos. Because if you have the changing colors depending on your mood, that's forever. Appearing tattoos isn't forever. I mean, it is, but it's not. Would you rather shit every time you orgasm, or orgasm every time you see a dog? What the fuck kind of question is that, dude? Would you rather shit every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you see a dog? Yeah. I mean, you can avoid doing an orgasm as a woman or a man, whatever, more than you can, or I mean, it'd be less time than you would orgasm every time you see a dog. So let's go with the orgasm shits for 5,000, Alex. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Sergio. That's one of the dumbass questions. Like, what the fuck do you do? Alright, if your partner switched bodies with one of your parents, if your partner switched bodies with one of your parents, and the only way to get them to switch back was to have sex with one of them, would you rather have sex with your partner in your parent's body or have sex with your parent and your partner's body? What the fuck kind of shit is this? It's a fucked up questions, man. So you're basically saying, hey, would you have sex with your partner or would you have sex with your parent? Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the second one. Just answer the question. Oh, what the fuck, man? Sex with my parent in my partner's body. Sex with my partner in my parents' body. That's disgusting, dude. I don't even want to think about that shit. What the fuck? I would have to go, I guess, sex with my partner in my partner's body. Partner in my parents' body. Yeah, I'd have to go with this one here. Partner in my parents' body. That's one. That one had no bearing on your results. I was just curious. That's a fucked up question right there. Alright, so I think we've answered enough of these types of questions, as I'm sure you'd agree. We're going to end the test with a short series of final questions giving simple answers. We'll get started now. Out of the following options, which number do you like the most? I know they want you to pick 7 or 11. 7 or 11. So I'm going to go with 46. Out of the following options, which color makes you feel the most relaxed? Definitely not black or red. Probably blue. Out of the following options, which creature are you the least comfortable around? Dogs. Oh, least comfortable around. So I'd say scorpions. Out of the following options, which flavor is your favorite? is your favorite. So I'm gonna go with mint. I like mint. Following options: which do you personally value the most? Um, Following options: which do you personally value the most? I mean, freedom would be the most, but so would family. Which of the following do you personally value the most? I'd say family. Alright, out of the following options, which could you most live without? What do you guys think? I think it's friends. Nah, man, you can't live without your damn family. Oh, maybe you might be behind me. It says, out of the following options, which could you most live without? What do you think, Libra? So you could live without your family the most? Alright. I don't know. That's the one I picked for the question before. That you could most live, that you could live with. I kind of think it's friends. Yeah, they could. But I think like friends though, if you have a bunch of dickhead friends that are just backstabbers, that's what I'm thinking. What do you think? Money? Yeah, I agree. I think you could live the most without money. Because I think you gotta have friends, family, and freedom. Alright. Yeah, exactly, Libra. So, out of the following options, which statement is the most accurate? I'm a brave. I'm a caring. I'm a smart. I'm a attractive. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Alright, out of the following options, which are you most afraid of? Yeah. Being enlisted in the fucking military forever? Oh, that's not an option though. Living forever, losing my loved ones, dying alone, dying immediately after this test is finished. Out of the following options, which are you most afraid of? I'd probably say dying alone. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Dying alone because, I mean, that just shows that nobody gives a shit about you. Alright. We're almost finished, but I've got just one final question for you. Have you ever punched a nun? That's a definite no. And that was in the last test. I have no idea why they asked that question, man. You really ought to try it sometime. It can really take the edge off. By punching a nun? What the fuck? Alright, we're done here. I'm through with you. I'm just going to calculate your results very carefully. I don't want to miss anything important. Trying my absolute hardest not to judge you right now. Trying to keep this as professional as possible. And here we go. Based on what you told me, I've come to a conclusion. This is what I personally believe would be in your best interest to acknowledge, set in motion, and accomplish in order to climb the ladder to happiness in your life. First and foremost, I like to start with a blanket statement that everyone truly needs to hear. Something that is taken for granted far more than anything else in life. Something that has such an incredible, unique, and irreplaceable value compared to any other on this earth. And that, my friends, is the value of time. Time is the most valuable form of currency you will ever hold in life. You can spend time on anyone doing anything for any reason. Now, time can be spent, time can be wasted, time can be taken away. But time can never be refunded, time can never be earned back, and more time can never be gained. Imagine a bank account with all the money you'll ever get to spend in life. Now imagine not knowing how much money is in your account. Imagine going to the store one day to purchase something you really need, and the cashier tells you, "I'm sorry, you cannot afford that." As a matter of fact, you can never afford anything ever again. We only have so much time, and we have no idea just how much or how little we truly have before our bank account runs dry. And the fact that we get to decide and choose what we spend our time on just shows you how truly special it is when someone spends their time on you. So now that we understand the incredible value of time, I'd like to make a suggestion for you personally on how I think you'd be best spending your time in order to achieve what you need most at this current stage in your life. Let's see here. Oh wow. You've sure had it rough up until now. You've been hurt a lot in the past, and it caused you to look at certain situations in an entirely different light than you otherwise would have if you hadn't gone through such trauma. The good news is, now that we've identified one of your biggest issues, we can begin working on a solution to fix it. My advice to you is to remember that everything does, in fact, happen for a reason. Whether it's in a spiritual way or a philosophical way, everything we go through in life, both good and bad, teaches us something new and prepares us for something else that's yet to come. The next time something bad happens or negative in general happens to you, I want you to take I want you to take the time to mull it over for a while before reacting in a negative way. Even a broken clock tells time correctly twice a day. I want you to take the time to think about the positives in every situation. I want you to think about everything you've endured and where you are today. And then I want you to take the time to smile and be thankful that you're still here. Because I can assure you that many others are grateful for you being here too. If you just take a little extra time to pick out the positive things in negative situations and think about what the lesson is trying to teach you rather than what it's currently doing to you, then you'll be walking down an incredible path to an incredible future. I think you'll be very surprised just how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Your secret word is grateful. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Take a secret word that is assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in the future project we are currently working on. If you left your secret word for us on the test or the horoscope, we've read your feedback and it's helped us to construct the project as well as the third installment of the test that we're currently developing. Don't be afraid. It's an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you do not wish to be a part of an upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments and we will select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave and we will always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. One more thing. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We've read every single review and comment left for us. We love the conspiracy theories behind the greater meaning of all of this. And then the third and final installment of the test series, all will finally be revealed. But not a single person has been able to figure out what this entire experiment is all about yet. We look forward to trending your thoughts and feelings as it helps shape what we do as we work on future projects to bring the most emotional out of you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for your playing. And thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects.